Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to a very special edition of the Midlife and Menopause Moment. And today is even more special. Oh, hold on, y'all. Like, it's a little blurry over here. Oh, that's better. I had to clean the camera. Today is even more of a special midlife and menopause moment because today's my birthday. Yay! 7-7. Take you to heaven. Um, Today's topic, it is 7-7. It is take you to heaven. But sometimes there's some moments that happen in midlife that twist and turns and curveballs that don't feel so heavenly. And that is what we're discussing today. Have you experienced this where, you know that phrase, we make plans and God laughs? Having all of these wonderful plans, and it's curveballs, it's fiery arrows, it's darts, it's swords, it's all the things, cutting off what you plan, cutting off what you feel is contentment and joy. But I'm going to share with you 3 ways that I maintain my peace, how to maintain your peace when midlife curveballs come about. So, in case you don't know who I am, oh, hold on, because we're going to have a tea moment, of course. Let me start my water. In case you don't know who I am Dr. Michelle Clay. That's Michelle like Obama, Clay like Cassius. I am the founder and creator of FREEALITEA, which is a premium wellness experience, honey. I can help everybody. Thank you, sis. Thank you, girlfriend. Hey, girl. Hey. I can help. My godmother always told me that you should be able to help anybody, but you're not supposed to help everybody. So the people that I'm really passionate are women just like me who are fabulously over 40, who desire to maneuver midlife transitions and menopause with grace and ease with natural solutions using the holistic approach. And the holistic approach that I use to help you do that are premium loose leaf herbal teas. Well, girl, they really ain't teas. They're really relaxing escapes of wellness in the cup, and retreat experiences and transformational coaching, wellness coaching programs. Okay. So today's episode, oh, I left it. Oh, here's one. Today's episode of the Midlife and Menopause Moment is brought to you by FREEALITEA's Release Age with Ease. Release Age with Ease, the menopause support blend. And that's what I'm going to have today. Okay, so back to the topic of today's discussion. I'm going to share with you 3 ways how to maintain your peace when midlife curveballs come about. All right. Number 1 is being spiritually grounded. What do you mean by that, Dr. Michelle? I'm glad you asked. So, some of the ways that I keep myself spiritually grounded, I meditate, I pray, I spend time in nature. Nature is like the great equalizer, the great balancer. Because when you watch things in nature, they're not stressed, they don't hustle, they don't grind, they don't worry because they know that they will always be provided for. The birds don't find a worm in one place, honey, they're going to go to another. The flowers aren't getting water, it's not raining right now. Guess what? Its roots are still intact. So even if the petals wither, they know that rain is going to come soon enough to replenish it. So that's why for me, nature is the great balancer because I witness the ease and flow of life, of being in touch and in tune with that which you hold sacred, that which you believe created you, and knowing that, and for me, that's God. And that if God created all of this, me included, then all of my needs are provided for. Everything that I need to maintain my peace is already there. Everything that I need to experience joy and pleasure on a daily basis is already there. Okay. And being spiritually grounded, then I know that the source is within me. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to be emotionally mature. What does that look like, Dr. Michelle? What do you mean by that? First of all, I believe that everyone should have a therapist, especially every melanated person. Let me just be real. Every black person in America needs a therapist. It is no shade about your belief. It is not a compromise of your faith. Okay? It is about working through not just your issues. I like to think of myself as a root worker. And what I mean by that is that, first of all, you can't really see through here, but there's a root in here. There's a root in here. I work with this root, which is the Rheum rheumaticum root. I work with dandelion root, turmeric root, and ginger root. And I also work to get at the root of an issue, of your issue, of my issue. And so, how can I say that I really help people have transformative wellness experiences if I myself am out here on the fly and not doing my inner work, not doing my root work? And so when I'm having a session with someone, and a lot of times, of course, stress gonna come up. Baby, we live in America. Life is life. And so it's not just about the situation that is happening to you that causes stress. It's really about your response or reaction. Oh, our water's ready. Okay, let me see what I'm doing. Let me show you what I'm doing. First of all, because as you can see, it's loose leaf, then I use these 100% cotton tea filters, and I put in about 1.5 tablespoons of the tea, because I'm using this. This is more than 10 ounces. FREEALITEA servings are 1 tablespoon per 10 ounces of water, and I'll steep this twice. Okay. Oh, let me put it up so y'all see what I'm doing. I hope this don't break, but I think this should be okay. Oh, let's put some honey in first. And that's the thing. Being spiritually grounded, getting to the root of an issue, using a therapist, using journaling, not being afraid. Let's put some honey in here. Doesn't need much because it has a natural sweetness to it. Okay. Not being afraid to face yourself, not being afraid to face your insecurities, not being afraid to face what you feel are deficiencies, inadequacies, some places where things don't quite meet. That's being emotionally mature. Okay, then we don't put up. Oh, let me hold it by the handle, child. I'm trying to and doing that is the sweetness of life, honey. That adds sweetness to the life. Ooh, child, my fingers hitting this and it's hot. I'm trying to demonstrate to y'all. Y'all get the y'all get the gist. Let me add some more. Okay, keep the time with me, all right? It's 12:13. So with this particular blend, release age with ease. That's why I like nature. It's the great equalizer, it's the great balancer. So certain herbs, and this is for a whole different talk. We're going to go deep into it. That's going to be for another midlife and menopause moment. Certain herbs are optimal at certain temperatures and certain times of steeping. Okay. So I told you that the root in here is Rheum rheumaticum, but also the base is red rooibos. Red rooibos is one of those persnickety things that it does like heat, but it only likes it for a certain amount of time. And the reason why you want to know the optimal temperatures and times to steep certain herbs is because it's optimal to draw out the flavor, the optimal flavor, and to draw out the essence. And the essence that we are consuming that's going to help make a transformation within us. And that's life, part of being emotionally mature, journaling, being self-reflective, not being afraid to, thank you, Mia, not being afraid to face yourself, to reflect, to be in touch and in tune with your feelings, to face your feelings. A lot of times, especially in this hustle America culture, always gotta go, 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 then we don't take the time to, how do I really feel about this? What am I feeling in this moment? That's mindfulness, amen? That's mindfulness. So being emotionally intelligent helps you maneuver and maintain your peace, how to keep your peace with a midlife curveball. All right. Let me give you an example. Story time. Y'all ready for story time if you don't mind? While my tea is steeping. We start at 12:13. It's 12:15. Okay. So today is my birthday. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, in the place in which I reside. My plan was not to be in Atlanta, Georgia. And I had said that if I was in Atlanta on my birthday, I would be crying. My plan was to rent a car and go home. Home. And home for me is in Indiana, particularly in a special place outside of Angola, Indiana, called Fox Lake. Fox Lake is on the National Historic Register for African American Resorts, and it still is an African American resort. My grandparents, may their souls rest in peace, had the foresight and the vision to purchase additional property up here around this lake. They were not wealthy people. Most of the people who purchased property at Fox Lake were teachers, um, doctors, physicians, maybe a couple of lawyers, accountants. So they were, upper middle class of African Americans at that time. Remember, we're talking about what was this, like the 1950s? Okay, so this lake is very special. Mother Lake is very special. It's a natural spring-fed lake from a spring from Michigan. It's clear, it's cool, it's magical. I hear God directly, like God done, well, I'm on the cell phone. Like God done put on my cell phone a call and was like, Michelle, daughter, this is what you need to do. Michelle, daughter, this is what's going on. And my plan was to be there to pick up my car Saturday, leave at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for a 9.5 hour drive. On the way, pick up my berry chantilly cake from Whole Foods because I have it every year on my birthday. But guess what? One thing after another happened. First, they were charging an astronomical amount on the deposit and insurance and things. Your girl didn't have enough room on her credit card. Shifted some money. Boom, I'm ready. Oh, we don't take debit cards. Okay, not to worry. I'm going to shift some things around. Boom, come back. I'm ready to get my car now. We're sorry, ma'am. We have a 2-hour shutdown. The manager has said that we need to shut down for 2 hours because we have no cars. I'm at Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport. You know how many cars are out there? You know how big this place is? This is the busiest airport in the world. The rental car center is ready to service the people coming to get cars for the busiest airport in the world. Sorry, ma'am, you have no cars, but I don't get hyped. Okay? I don't get hyped because I work. That's how you keep your peace with midlife curveballs come. I work to keep my energy level in the penthouse and not allow anything to take me down to the gutter. No, ma'am, I am not getting on the elevator to come down, okay? And play in the gutter with you. So I'm like, do I really want to sit out here for 2 hours? So to wait. So meantime, my friend said, I've had success with Priceline. I don't usually mess with Priceline, but okay. So I got on Priceline, found a deal, but before I reserved, I got in line with another company and I said, what is the likelihood? Because for whatever reason, it was $200 more to pick it up that night. The rental car center at Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport is 24 hours. It never closes. Somebody's always there. Was $200 more to pick it up that night. I'm already at the airport as opposed to wait in the morning. So I reserved it for the morning. But before I did that, I asked the fine gentleman, what's the likelihood that if I reserve a car, SUV to be exact, for the morning that this car is going to be here? He looked, oh, we have cars, not to worry. Thank you. Reserve. I go on, I check that with the other car company first. No, ma'am, they still don't have cars. I went up there and took a picture of this empty lot because y'all wouldn't believe me. Okay, I go on home, take a shower, go to bed. I'm tired. Oh, put a few things left in my bag because as soon as I get this car, I'm hitting the road. I'm going home to Mother Lake. my place of respite, my place of rejuvenation, my place of peace. That's another way. Just create a place of respite, a place of peace to maintain your peace when against midlife curveballs. Okay. Give the next morning. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I made up a song. I'm singing the song. I catch the train. I walk up to the MARTA station, catch the train because I'm only 2 stops away from the airport. But go to the counter. What's your name? Give my license. Miss Clay. They don't know me as Dr. Michelle. They know me as Miss Clay. Miss Clay, there's $1,000 deposit for your rental car. Are you okay with that? Sir, no. Oh, and happy early birthday, by the way. This was yesterday. Pardon me. I thought the deposit was going to be maybe $400 or something. Why is it $1,000? That's just our policy. Nowhere is it written that there's $1,000 deposit. That is double of what the cost of the rental car is. So I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do that. So he says, well, I'm going to put a note in here. Hopefully you can get your money back from Priceline. I tried to cancel the reservation online. They said we can cancel, but your reservation is non-refundable. Do you mean to tell me I'm just out of this money? So by this time, I feel that sinking feeling in my stomach, in my chest, where I almost want to cry. I'm like, if I can just get home to my house here in Atlanta. I don't want to cry in front of these people. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I planned. I've been at Fox Lake, at Mother Lake for my past, 3 birthdays. And it's special. And I'm usually there with my cousin. We're 2 days apart since we were little children. We've celebrated our birthdays together. I'm so disappointed and I'm hurt. And then I get back on the train. I walk home as opposed to taking an Uber from the train station because I figure the walk, being at one with nature, is going to be good for me to process my emotions, emotional maturity. And I cooled off. Next, number 3, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence comes from, we're past the time, comes from practicing mindfulness, doing things. I have to remove the tea bag. See, it's a nice, like, butterscotch hue. Comes from practicing mindfulness, being in the moment, being in touch and in tune and aware of your feelings, processing those feelings without judgment, okay? That's what mindfulness, at the core of mindfulness, is all about. And there's some ways, other ways to practice the principle of mindfulness through meditation, through breathing exercises, through creating mindful rituals, okay? Let's have a cup. Okay. And this is what I did yesterday. Cheers to me and cheers to it's my birthday. Oh, that's nice, honey. It's so easy. Oh, it feels easy. So emotional intelligence, practicing mindfulness, and opposed to being in touch with your feelings, but opposed to reacting on your feelings and being emotional in the moment. You take a pause, you breathe, you reflect, you name the emotion that you're having, you honor it, you embrace it, and then you're able to move on to what is my next. Another way that I really love this is a bonus, how to maintain your peace when midlife brings you a curveball is through creating rituals, mindful rituals, peaceful rituals. So I have the FREEALITEA aromatherapy massage candle. This one I love. Free your chakra. Okay. You can get it on the site, FREEALITEA.com. Smell it. It smells so good. So I like to light a candle, setting my intention watching the flame, and this is a wood wick. I blew the thing out. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. But setting the intention, listening to the crackling of the flame, being in the moment. And as the candle heats up and the wax melts, this is aromatherapy because it's infused with essential oils that bring calming. Okay. And part of that ritual being in the moment is always going to be FREEALITEA. The ingredients combined in here not only help as a menopause support to help with things like hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, trouble sleeping, sexual desire, lift libido, but also with a feeling of calm and ease and stress. Needless to say, yesterday I was stressed, I was disappointed, I was hurt, but practicing these type of rituals, let's recap. Number one is being spiritually grounded, meditating, praying, being grounding yourself in nature. Number two, using emotional maturity of of reflecting, being in touch and in tune with your feelings. Okay, naming them, not running from them, taking a pause, breathing, taking a pause to honor your emotions and process them. Number three, emotional intelligence, practicing mindfulness. Number four, setting peaceful and relaxing rituals like lighting candles, drinking certain teas. And that's why I love loose leaf teas and combining them, because with loose leaf teas, honey, you can't be fast. You can't be fast. You can't rush it. You can't rush the water boiling. You can't rush the appropriate time to steep to draw out the optimal essence of the herbs that's in the tea. And then the ingredients, some of the ingredients themselves can help with stress as well at freealitea.com. I do want to share one more thing with you. Can I make this move? It might be a little tough. I'd have to change rooms. Actually, thank you, Dr. Ashley. Actually, let's make the move. Okay. Come with me to the other way that I keep my peace. How to keep your peace with from Midlife Curveballs. Okay. I'm gonna have to just turn the camera around. So this in here is how can I do this? This is my meditation room. And you see it's two wall of windows. And you see right there is the rocking chair. That's my grandmother's rocking chair, right? And so I also have, oh, that's right. Do this. Woo-hoo. I also have here just a little table honoring my ancestors. All right. They're my parents, my brother. Here's all my grandparents, my parents. But this right here is my great grandmother. And so I know, let's sit in the rocking chair. I know that with her, she was born as a slave in South Carolina. That's grandmother Phoebe. She was born as a slave in South Carolina, and she walked with a young child from South Carolina to Cartersville, Georgia. And that woman right there had to be strong. She had to be tenacious to make that walk by foot. And the walk wasn't easy. That walk wasn't easy. I know that she encountered a lot of adversity, probably swampy land, critters coming after you with a small child on your back, but she made it. And if she hadn't made it, I wouldn't have made it. And so sitting in this room, creating a space of peace, of respite, of rejuvenation that's sacred to you. When I sit in my grandmother's rocking chair, as I am right now, as I end this our midlife and menopause moment today, and I look at her picture, I know that no matter what, with the blood the power, the protection, and the energy that runs through my arteries and veins and surrounds me from God and my ancestors. There is nothing that I can't do. There is nothing that I can't go through. There is nothing that I can't overcome and be victorious of. Amen and amen. So that is how I keep my peace when midlife curveballs come about. I am 54 on today. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Complete. On 7, take you to heaven. 7 is God's number, honey. 7 is magical. 7 is the number of perfection and completion. The day of my birth. I'm a 777, That's why I got this bright, loud pattern on, because I'm a 70s baby all day through and through. Amen and amen. Shout out to the 70s babies. Shout out to the women who are 50 plus and phenomenal. And shout out to the women who are over 40 and fabulous. Yeah, once you reach that next decade, it goes up. And then 60, honey, that's another situation, baby. That is sassy, and 70 is sensational. But for even more on how to maneuver midlife transitions with grace and ease and these menopause symptoms naturally, midlife transitions is not just about your hormones and perimenopause or menopause or whatever phase of the menopause you're in. Honey, life is life then. Midlife comes with a greater sense of responsibility of taking care of children, taking care of your parents, and sometimes your grandchildren at the same time. There's people in this age range who are taking care of shouldering, holding up 3 generations at the same time, not to include their own themselves. Okay. And so that's what a midlife transition is about. How do you maneuver all that? How do you deal with caregiving to multiple generations at the same time? How do you not lose your ish? How do you maintain your peace? How do you maneuver stress naturally so it doesn't take you out literally from a heart attack or a stroke, because it make your blood pressure go up? So every Tuesday, to include tomorrow, I do the midlife reset. It is a midlife and menopause masterclass, 5 steps to thriving wellness over 40. And you can register for that and get information. Y'all know I can't talk and type at the same time at resetover40.com. See, I typed it wrong. Okay, there we go. Resetover40.com. I put it in the comments. Okay. So join me, and I have even more. Go into some herbs, go into foods that are going to help you thrive. Go into even more mindfulness-based things. Because let me tell you something. Chronic stress is not just a feeling. It is not just an emotion. It will, yes, Saba, Tim, thank you. It is not just a feeling or emotion. It happens on the physiological level that changes the levels of neurochemicals, okay, that affect all the systems in your body, to also affect how you experience menopause symptoms. It makes it worse. It makes the symptoms more intense and more frequent. Okay, so come and join me, Tim, honey. I know you fabulously over 40, but this is for the sisters. I specifically talk to the women. Okay, so resetover40.com. That's the midlife and menopause masterclass happening tomorrow, Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST. And to register, to get the link so you can hop on, go to resetover40.com. Okay. Thank y'all for spending this time with me on my birthday for this midlife and menopause moment. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the well wishes. I appreciate all the words of encouragement, love, the sentiments. My phone been blowing up all day, and I've been in the moment. I haven't even looked at all the messages, but I love you. I love you. I love you with divine love. I do. And divine love is without conditions. Divine love serves from the overflows. Divine love serves in abundance, because it is abundant. So thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to be well. I want you to do something well and wonderful for yourself. And I want you to have a positive and amazing day. Indeed. Check my stories. I will be adding things to my stories and to the shorts to show you along the way some of the other things I'm doing to celebrate my birthday and honor me. We don't look for peace and affirmation and validation outside. It comes from within this temple. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye.